Are there really opportunities in the province or outside the cities? Are there opportunities that you can build on the world that you know? Ano ibig sabihin world that you know? You know, I started this blog series because of an article that said that 8,000 airplanes, commercial planes will be grounded by September of this year. And with that grounding, 90,000 pilots and their crews will lose their jobs. So ang tanong ko, meron bang opportunity outside the world that you understand? In this blog, I will explain to you, I will share with you two stories. One of a person who was able to buy 8 hectares of land by starting to sell banana Q. Galing, no? And the other story is a story of a family in Agusan del Norte who decided to abandon their land na 4 hectares to find opportunities in the cities because naniniwala sila mahirap lang sila. Let me share with you the first story. The first story is a story of a pastor na kilala ko kasi nagtrabaho siya sa Similya sa Kinabuhi. This person is a native pastor. Native meaning sa bundok siya nagtatrabaho noon when I met him. He attended one of our training and I like him a lot because he was a very, very nice and hardworking person. However, 2 years of working for us, all of a sudden, he left. Hindi nga siya nagpaalam sa akin kasi daw baka hindi ko payagan. And I really felt bad. Because I really felt this person has a lot of potential in Similia. When he left, tinanong ko yung kaibigan niya na pastor who continued to stay with us. Sabi niya, the person left kasi natatakot siya sa mga bisita namin. Kasi mga bisita namin are big businessmen and sabi niya baka hindi siya makarelate. Because siguro kulang siya ng confidence as a native pastor. So I asked, kamusta? Nagtayo ba siya ng simbahan sa bundok? Sabi nung kaibigan niyang pastor, hindi ho. Hindi na nagpastor. Kasi magninegosyo na raw daw siya. Kasi mahirap din ang support sa pastor sa bundok. So tinanong ko, sabi ko, anong negosyong tinayo niya? Sabi niya, nagtayo ho ng banana Q stand sa harapan ng Bukidnon State University. Bukidnon State University is the biggest university in Bukidnon. So, andun siya sa Malaybalay City. Now, it's a city but still it's relatively very, very small compared to the big cities in Luzon. It's still a city in the province. And so, pinabayaan ko lang. After 2 years, nagtanong ako, kamusta si Pastor? Pangalan niya si Joel. So, kamusta si Pastor Joel? Sabi ng kaibigan niya, sir, nakabili na ng lupa, 2 hektarya. And so, nagulat ako. Sabi ko, dahil sa banana yun, nakabili siya ng lupa. Sabi, oho. You see, you have to understand the dynamics of people. The reason why nakabili siya ng 2 hektaryang lupa is because most people in the mountains, since they believe the better life is in the city, they're willing to sell. Yung kaibigan naman naming pastor was able to buy because naturuan namin niya sa Similya pa dating mag-ipon. Kasi I really believe and I teach this. It is savings that will make you rich. So, ipon siya ng ipon and meron siyang kilalang native na gusto pumunta ng city so binenta yung lupa, nabili niya. Nagkaroon siya ng 2 hektarya. Alam mo, 2 years ago, kinamusta ko na naman siya. Sabi ko, kumusta si pastor ganito? Alam mo, sabi sa akin, sir, 8 hectares na yung lupa. Because people continue to sell eh. Siya naman, because he is good now in business, nakabili siya ng 8 hektaryang lupa. And he is now in the vegetable business. You know, I don't know how, what God will do with this person. But it seems that God is pleased with what he is doing because he has gone back to the mountain and started to cultivate it. He created an opportunity kung saan siya nakatira. Okay? Kung ano lang yung binigay ni God sa kanya. Amazing, di ba? Then let me share with you the story of this family sa Agusan. I met the daughter in a training in 2006 sa Similya. The daughter was working for a micro-lending company. So, hindi ganun kalaki ang kita ng mga tao who works for a micro-lending company. And in my training, I was telling them na no one is born poor. That everybody has been given resources to start a good life. However, there was this particular lady who really objected. Sabi niya sa akin, hindi ho totoo yung sinasabi niyo because we are poor. And I cannot contest that naman. So tinanong ko tagasan siya. Galing daw siya Agusan del Norte. And sabi nila, ang Agusan del Norte is, I think 10 to 12 hours by bus sa Cagayan. Sabi ko, iyan, layo mo naman. Sabi ko, ba't ka andito? And sabi niya sa akin, kasi sabi niya, I need to find work to send money to my poor parents. And ako nga, hindi ako naniniwala na may mahirap, and I hope you will not be offended. So meron kaming workshop in the training. The workshop would ask them to list everything they have. In the workshop, I said, everything, if you're single, everything your parent own is yours. If you're married, everything your spouse own is yours. So I asked them, write everything you have, especially yung hindi nyo ginagamit. And after the workshop was done, I asked them to read what they wrote, and I asked this particular girl, diba, can you read what you wrote? Ito, sabi niya, meron no kaming 1 hektaryang palayan. And in my mind, sabi ko, walang yayaman sa 1 hektaryang palayan kung palay lang tinatanim mo. And then he continued by saying, meron ho kaming 3 hektaryang nyugan. And ang laki talaga mata ko. Sabi ko, wow, may taong 4 hectares ang lupa. And then they call themselves poor. She continued to say, meron ho kaming traktor. So I asked, yung traktor nyo ba sira? Sabi niya, hindi ho. So nasaan yung traktor? Doon ho, nasa bodega namin. Sabi ko, ba't walang gumagamit? Alam mo, sabi niya, kasi sabi ni tatay, matanda na siya, ayaw niya na ho mag-farming. Mahirap daw ho mag-farm. So I asked, wala kang kapatid na lalaki na pwedeng tumulong? Sabi niya, meron ho. Sabi ko, nasaan yung kapatid mong lalaki? Sabi niya, sabi ho nung kapatid ko, walang yumayaman sa farming. So ang ginagawa ho niya ngayon, naghahanap siya ng trabaho sa syudad. Doon lang sa Agusan. So I asked, nakakita na siya ng trabaho? Sabi niya, hindi pa ho. So nasaan siya? Andun sa amin, sa bahay namin, nakatambay, naghihintay ng trabaho. And I was just so shocked. How can a family with 4 hectares and with a tractor call themselves poor? Alam mo, people just do not understand the potential of land. 4 hectares is a lot. Sa Taiwan nga, 1 hectare lang eh. Yung mayaman pa. Sa atin, 4 hectares and we consider ourselves poor. Alam mo, merong sakit ang Pilipino. I really believe that most Filipino have this terrible mental illness. And it's the illness that would convince them that there's something better elsewhere. You know, marami today, people from the city, going to the province, buying land, and they're able to make it, they're able to make it prosperous. Kami dumating kami ng walang pera. Pero siguro nakatulong sa akin is because of my experience as an employee, experience as a manager, nakatulong yon. Of course, yung mga tao sa probinsya may not have that experience, but pwede naman pag-aralan yon, di ba? So mayroon tayong sakit, parati tayong naniniwala there's something better elsewhere. Okay? Kaya we often abandon what we have. Now, meron bang potential by staying in a place na hindi mas maganda? You know, I'd like to read a portion in the Bible to show you that even if you stay in a place of famine and not go to the city, you can in fact become rich. And I'd like to read a portion of Genesis 26 and explain to you a story. Sabi ng Genesis 26 verse 1, now there was a famine in the land besides the previous famine that had occurred in the days of Abraham. So Isaac went to Gerar, to Abimelech, king of the Philistines. The Lord appeared to him and said, do not go to Egypt, stay in the land which I shall tell you. You know, by famine parang sigurong crisis na dinadaanan natin. So everybody was flocking to the city, hoping that the city will save them. And God came to Isaac and sabi niya, stay put ha, Stay where I tell you. You know, I cannot read the whole chapter of Genesis 26, but do you know that Isaac prospered? He was staying in the land of the Philistines, okay? And so therefore, Abimelech was king. Abimelech is not a person. Abimelech is a term of their king, parang Pharaoh. Do you know that Abimelech even told him, you know, leave us, go away from us because you're too strong for us. He became the richest man in the place. Maski hindi siya pumunta sa Egypt. So there are opportunities in all places in the country, even outside the city. But you have to decide to work at it. Si Isaac prospered. Bible said because he sowed the land and harvested, trinabaho niya yon. So there are opportunities maski saan. And I've been repeating the parable of the talent from the first blog, and I've been telling you that God has entrusted all of us with possessions and talents according to our ability in the place of His choosing. It should not be at the place of our choosing, in the place of His choosing. So ang tanong ko, baka merong pinapagawa sa'yo o meron kang inabandon na lupa o meron kang iniwanang negosyo ng magulang mo na may opportunity naman. Kaso lang wala sa city. You know, in the parable of the talent, the third slave decided na yung binigay ni God sa kanya na possession was not good enough. So, hindi niya trinabaho. To me, it is not a sin to reject a blessing. However, God calls it wickedness. When the third slave did not use what he was given, God did not call him a sinner. The master did not call him a sinner. Instead, the master called him wicked and lazy. You know, you need to appreciate, understand ano ibig sabihin ng wicked and lazy para lang maintindihan yung message ni God sa atin. For us to understand and really appreciate the word wicked, naintindihin natin ano root word niya. Ang root word niya is weak. Weak means yung mitsa ng kandila. To be wicked means to have a twisted mind. Alam mo, may sira ang bait. And so, the master called the third slave wicked. Baka ano ibig sabihin? May sira bait mo. Ano sira bait mo? Imagine, binigyan ka ng lupa. Binigyan ka ng pera para ipang negosyo. Pag napaganda mo, i-reward ka pa ng master. Kasi sabi niya, Master, I don't like you. I don't like what you gave me. So, hindi ko ginamit. God said, the master said, you are wicked and lazy. And kinulong siya. Kinuha sa kanya kung anong meron siya, binigay dun sa first slave. Yung marunong magdala. I don't know you. However, alam ko, God consider many Filipinos wicked and lazy. May sira ang bait. Bakit? Kasi nung pinanganak ka, meron kang resources na binigay sa pamilya nyo eh. Karamihan sa inyo may lupa eh. And then sabi niya, ayoko yan, walang yayaman dyan. So iniwan mo. So you now go to the city. Naghahanap ka, willing ka maging squatter. Willing ka maghanap, willing ka to risk your future. Only because there's something better in the city. No. There's something better where God placed you. Let's stop being wicked and lazy. Kasi ayaw natin magtrabaho ng mahirap. Mahirap din naman trabaho sa city Mahirap ang buhay sa city. So I wish you would consider. However, in the cities, there are also opportunities na pwede niyong alagaan. Katulad ni Pastor Joel, no? Ang siya nagbenta ng banana Q. And he was able to save a lot of money. So I hope we stop being wicked and try to consider what God has given us. So imbis na ang tanong, saan ako maghahanap ng trabaho? Or hindi, anong negosyong hahabulin ko or pupuntahan ko? Siguro dapat ang tanong natin kay God, ang tanong natin sa buhay natin, ano nang binigay ni God sa akin na possessions and talents? What has God entrusted me and my family? Maybe it is time to go back and to take care of them. In the next vlog, I will teach you what you should do with what you have. How to take care of a business. And I hope you are enjoying this series. Again, if there's something that you will do, share it. I wish you would subscribe, but more than that, share it. I think we need to help all the Filipinos understand ano ang options nila and kung ano ang gusto paggawa sa kanila ng Panginoon. I'd like to thank you for continually staying and following this vlog. Sana nakakatulong ito sa inyo. I will see you in the next vlog.